Thursday morning, and it's time for Tech for Seniors Live, where technology gets its deserved deep dive. This isn't happening via Zoom, so we can't see who's joining the show. So please sign in to the chat box below as we gather around the screen, both far and wide, with curiosity as our ever-trusty guide. We'll navigate the digital seas, a knowledgeable crew, exploring all the tech tips, both old and new. No need for cameras, no need for dress. Just bring your questions and we'll address. From gadgets to apps and all the tech lore, we're here to help, to teach, and much more. So type away in the chat. Don't be shy. Our tech-savvy hosts are here to reply. It's Thursday morning. Let the tech talk flow at the Tech for Seniors Live, the best tech show.
IMEI. What does that stand for? Well, we're going to find out today. You may have even seen a video about that, maybe on some show that was done maybe about a week ago, but I'm going to tell you, new article came out today on 6 ways to find your IMEI. Those of you who use Microsoft Authenticator, say goodbye. We'll talk about that today. And Copilot Plus PC, you can now talk to Windows settings and do all sorts of cool stuff. This and all the tech news of the week. I'm Ron Brown. This is Tech for Senior. It is May the 8th, 2025, and welcome to the show. We're going to have a lot of fun today. For those of you who are wondering who we are, well, we're a group of seniors who have a Monday show. Let me think now. This is Thursday, right? This must be the Thursday show, right, Huey? This is Thursday. I got it right. And then the Monday show is, this when you get to be a senior, it's difficult sometimes to figure this out. Anyway, our Monday show we've been doing for 6 years, and of course it's a lot of fun. But of course, it's a Zoom meeting, which we broadcast out to YouTube. But if you want to come and join us, have some fun on Mondays. It's always fun and it's a good show. Today, of course, we're on a program called StreamYard, and we're streaming out to get a load of this. We're streaming to YouTube, we're streaming to Facebook, and we're streaming to Instagram. So I guess maybe in a far, far universe, Huey, there's lots of people listening to us, but we have no idea who's out there. So if you are listening today, please put something in the chat. Maybe let us know who you are, what the weather's like. If you have any technical questions you want answered, It's always great, and particularly if you're new. If you're new here, we'll give you a big round of applause because we are always excited about new people coming today. Today, we want to thank you for coming for this hour. Hopefully it'll be well worth your while. We talk about three articles a little more in depth, and then we will be going to our news, which of course we go through all the news articles, which we post to our Facebook account. And if you go over to Facebook and type in Tech for Senior, you'll find us. And let me bring up the banner here. And that's our link to our Facebook page. And because when we go through all the articles, sometimes it's tiny little print and it's hard to look at them, so you'll have a hard time finding the articles. But if you want to go back and look at them and go back to look at the articles, that's you can do that as well. The other thing to remember is we post these articles on a daily basis. So if you have a computer club or you have a group or organization, you need tech news, it's a good place to just hit the button and look at the tech news on our Facebook page. Let me introduce our group today. Of course, I'm Ron Brown. I'm in Comox, British Columbia, on a little island called Vancouver Island, where it is absolutely sunny and beautiful today. It's going to be a wonderful day. And of course, Huey is in another part of the world, in a different country, a long, 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 long way away in Bradenton, Florida.
It's beautiful here too.
It's always beautiful in Florida. You're always rubbing that in, even in the misery of the winter here. It's always sunny, Huey. That's why you have that big smile all the time.
Absolutely.
You're just happy with the sun. And of course, on the eastern side of Canada, where the weather often is not the best, but
it's great today.
It is
plus
today.
19, plus 19 Celsius, nice and sunny. So it's a great day here in the Maritimes.
There you go. Mike Lehman from Moncton, New Brunswick. So excellent. Welcome, Mike. And I'm glad the weather is good for you today. That's great. Huey, you've got your WinSig coming up. Did you want to mention while we were here? Did you want to mention your WinSig this Sunday?
In fact, I'm working on the topics, and I've got a bunch of them. And I've already posted them on the huey.net and then /WinSig. And there's a list of all the articles we're going to cover. And there's a lot going on, a lot of things happening, and it's going to be a good show. Well, it always is. We go through the articles and talk about, and sometimes I even demonstrate some of the things. We do it off the cuff, and it's a lot of fun. I've been doing it somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 years.
So if someone wanted to come and watch the show on Sunday, how would they do that?
Best way to do it is to go to huey.net and sign up for the newsletter, which hasn't gone out yet for this month. And in there is a place where you go and register. If too late and I've already sent it out, just email me at huey@huey.net, HEWIE@HEWIE.net, and I will add you to the list of registrants, and then you'll have to register.
Excellent. And of course, Mike Lehman does our music outro on our Monday show, and he always has toe tapping music for us. So, Mike, I know that you're thinking about this coming Monday. Don't tell us. I don't peek. I don't look because I want it to be a surprise. So, well done and good job with that job. We're enjoying it.
Well, I like to keep it a little.
Yeah, it's amazing what you find. It's really great. All right, Huey, any comments? Anybody out there listening? We got
a few people who've made comments so far.
Okay. James Martis, Cookeville, Tennessee, 66 degrees Fahrenheit and expecting storms. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're expecting rain over the weekend, but not today or tomorrow.
Ed Weiss, 76 degrees sunny in central New Jersey. Welcome, Ed. Joseph Durham, Joe from Moline.
I think that's Illinois.
Bernard, Sterling Heights Computer Club, Detroit, Michigan, 40. Oh, a little cooler, 43 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy. Mike Saunders from 13 degrees centigrade in Amersham, UK. And it's 5%, 5 p.m. So we got to get going on the show because he's got to have supper by 6, I guess. Mike, hopefully you can have some appies through the show. Dick Vogel, 84 degrees in partly cloudy Sanford, Florida. Edie Taylor Richards, Prescott, Arizona, going up to 76 degrees. Welcome, Edie.
Gets us caught up for now.
Gets it caught up. Okay, great. Let's go into the articles that we're going to talk about today. So the first one that we want to bring up, Huey, I guess, do you know anything about IMEI?
Gee, I don't know how I would, since I did a video on it a week or two ago.
I know. We talked about this before. And as a result of this show, Huey did a great video. Wasn't it last week we did it?
Yeah, I believe it was last week.
I think it was last week we did it. You did a great video on it. Well, there was an article that came up yesterday, and I thought this was great. It's because one of the things that you mentioned, your IMEI is your serial number on your phone. It's like the serial number on your car, right? You can't erase
like the VIN.
it.
Yeah.
It's like the VIN on your car. So you can't erase it. So it is important that you know what that number is. And as you said, Huey, if your phone's lost or something like that, you should have that written down but if you don't, if your phone and you need to find it, these are 6 ways that you can find it. And I thought I thought this is a good article. And I thought it was a quick way to go. Let's go over those and just remind everybody. So 6 ways to find your IMEI number without your phone. So if you haven't copied those down and you haven't created probably the easiest way to do it is just go to settings and find your IMEI, do a screenshot of it and save it into Google Photos or something. Would that be an easy way to do it, eh?
Or make a copy of it and put it in your password manager program.
That's an idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. Okay, so let's go over the 6 ways that you can find it if you didn't watch Huey's video. All right, if you're not knowledgeable in this. So the first way is look at the original retail box, right? It'll be on the box. And here we have your where the heck is it? Here it is right here. This is the IMEI of this particular phone, right? They all have unique numbers, so each phone will have a different one. All right, check the email invoice or purchase receipt. So if you're an obsessive person and you've kept all your receipts, you can't find your phone, then you can look at your receipt and it should tell you what it is on the receipt. Mike, do you keep all your receipts?
Some of them, not all of them.
Not all of them?
Important, big purchases normally, but that's about all.
Cell phone would be a big purchase. That's a lot of money, so you're probably
only when I want to concerned about warranty coverage. That's what I hang on to things like that.
Yeah, good point. So anyway, so if you have your receipt, check your receipt. And the third one would use Google's Find My Device. If you're using an Android phone linked to your Google account, you can find the IMEI through Google's Find My Device. This tool helps you locate your lost smartphone and displays important information about each device connected to your account. So it talks a little bit about how to do that. So that's another way. Now, this is if you have an iPhone, check your Apple ID account. So it will be in your Apple ID account if you have an iPhone. Now, this is not something you can actually look up the phone if you don't have your number, but you can use this. It's called Try an IMEI Finder site, and you can it verifies that the IMEI number. So if you don't have the number, it's not going to work. But if you think you've got it mostly there and you want to check and make sure it's the correct one, you can confirm it with this site. And I don't know about this. This is contact your customer support of your carrier. I got to feel, Huey, if you phone up your carrier and said, hey, what's my IMEI number?
I don't think they're going to give it to you.
I think they're going to strip search you before they're going to give you the number, aren't they?
They would certainly do an authentication to say it's you, ask you all the security questions and so on.
Yeah.
And I see in the chat, Mike Ungerman's got a question about removing the
Yep.
SIM. The SIM has absolutely nothing to do with the IMEI. The IMEI is the electronic serial number of the phone itself. The SIM card is another number altogether.
Yes, but it is true. Like Huey, you mentioned in your article that you did that there, if you have
An
an eSIM, it will have a second IMEI
Yes.
number, right?
That's
But
correct.
but that's an eSIM IMEI for that phone.
That's
It's
right.
not related to even the eSIM. It's where you install the eSIM.
Right.
So it's an electronic serial number for the phone itself. One for the hardwired, one for the electronic version.
Right. So that when we're talking about IMEI numbers, it is the serial number of your phone, right? That's
Yes.
what we really want. Okay.
It's
Excellent.
like if you want to convert it to the networking world, it's like the MAC address on a network card. And the MAC address is made up of a part that identifies the manufacturer and then identifies the unique card. I'm not sure how the IME number breaks out, but I'm sure it's the same sort of idea.
Must be a lot of numbers. I mean, they make a lot of phones in the world every year, so
Yep.
there's got to
Well,
be
if
a
you
lot
look
of
at this
numbers.
small number, and it's a fairly complex number, so there's lots of room in it.
Right.
Yeah, it's made up of 3 parts.
Okay.
One, the manufacturer, 2, the number for that particular phone, and then the third one is a checksum number.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Now the next one coming down, which is this was a very interesting story this week. Microsoft is killing Authenticator's password management feature soon. So what's going to happen is, we were talking about this earlier. If you have two-factor authentication turned on, two-factor authentication is, of course, one of the options you have is to be able to use an app on your phone. I'm not going to go into what to. I'm assuming everybody knows that, but most people would get the 6-digit code sent to you by SMS messaging. So you get the code sent to your phone, and then you enter the code in, and then you're into whatever you're going into. But I like using the apps, because I don't have to get an SMS message. It just creates the number for me. And there are a number of apps out there that you can use to do the authentication. Now, Google is one of them. Google has an authenticator. Microsoft has an authenticator. I use Authy, Authy. Bitwarden has an authenticator attached in it, and so does LastPass. So there are a lot of different. So there's a whole smorgasbord, and it doesn't matter really which one you use, because they will all generate the correct 6-digit code. So why would you want to use one over another? Well, it's convenience. And what you'll find, for example, a lot of the password managers allow the storage of the authentication feature in the password managers, right? And Google does this, Microsoft does this. Well, Microsoft has their own password manager authenticator app. That's called the Authenticator app. And Bitwarden does as well. So they all have mixed it, so it's all in one place, right? So your Authenticator app and your password manager is all stored in one place. Now, I would assume that the Microsoft Authenticator app is probably fairly common and quite widely used, but it's really going away. So that's the important thing for you to know. Now, if you want to use your Authenticator, if you want to use the Authenticator feature in a Microsoft product now, particularly on your phone, it is an app on your phone. You have to install Edge and use it through the password manager and Authenticator through Edge. So surprise, right? What's Edge? Anyone ever use Edge? What's Edge? So anyway, life's changing if you're using the Microsoft Authenticator app. And I think that's an interesting story. Please, if you are using it, there's big changes. Read the article, and because things are going away and you're going to have to change things. And I don't want you to be traveling in Europe or traveling around this summer on holidays and can't get into your bank account because the app won't work. So let's make sure you read the article if you're using the Microsoft Authenticator app. Any questions, you guys, on that one? Pretty excellent.
Go to the next. Yep.
Go to the next one. Okay, the last one is just a quick one. Microsoft's new AI agents can change Windows settings. This, of course, is used if you have a Copilot Plus PC. You can now, Microsoft has announced several new Windows experiences for Copilot Plus PCs. The new feature include AI agents that help you find changes in Windows settings using natural language. This AI agent will come as an update to the Windows 11 settings app. Once installed, you will be able to say phrases like how to control my PC by voice, or my mouse pointer is too small, and you can increase it. And this will all be available for you by just talking to your computer. Pretty cool, eh? So,
and of course, it's not going to make any mistakes.
Yeah, right. Like, I can imagine all of a sudden the screen goes blank.
Delete a file and it deletes the drive. Yeah.
Anyway, well, if you have a Copilot Plus, it's not going to be for everyone, but if you have a machine, then maybe it's fun. I was saying earlier,
I'd be interested to know how many are people that are listening to us live. If you could put in the chat, if you have a Copilot PC, Copilot Plus PC, because I don't know how many are actually out there, the people that we deal with.
Mike, do you have one?
Yes, well, I have the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Edge with the Snapdragon processor. So it's the Copilot Plus PC.
Well, when you get this feature, will you let us know how it works out?
I will do. I'll have to explore it and try it.
Yeah, that should be cool. You can let us know how it works and if it's if it's a cool feature or not. All right, those are the articles. We're just about ready to do the other. Let's get in. Before we do that, any more comments that have come in? Anything?
Let's see. Nope, not really. Nope, we're good.
Nope, we're okay. We're all up to date. Okay, let's roll. Huey, do you want? Let me get mine up. Let's.
I'll add mine to the stage.
Okie doke.
And the first one is USB flash drives are going extinct. Switch to these alternatives. I didn't realize that USB flash drives were starting to go away. And the big reason is size. Most of them only go to 512s. A few of them go to a gigabyte. But for the most part, not a gigabyte, a terabyte. But not many of them. And so what people are starting to do is, like, for instance, I can't remember the name of the company. One of them has a 1 and 2 terabyte stick that's an SSD stick as opposed to a USB drive. And that's what they're going to, that type of thing. Or little drives. Let's see, this is similar to one. This is actually a little bit bigger. This has got actually a physical drive in it, but I do have one. Oh, I know. I got one right here. It's I believe it's 2 terabyte. And you can see, if I put it up, it's not very big. And so it's using SSD cards as opposed to the USB flash drives or the little cards you can put in them and so on.
Will they be able to work, or are they just not going to make them anymore?
They're just not going to. They're not making them anymore.
Okay.
The 1 terabyte SSD stick is like $100.
Yeah, they've gotten dirt cheap. Like, I don't know if you can see it because where I've got the background on, but this is a Samsung 2 terabyte SSD drive, and it's only about the size of, well, maybe a Bic lighter and a half. But it was about $160 on Amazon. But it's really, really fast compared to the USB drives, where I'll get 500 kilobits per second transfer rate, where the USB sticks are getting 15, 16, 20 megabytes. So it's quite an improvement.
All right. Well, interesting.
This I thought was a good article. It's 10 Google Gemini AI tips for teachers. Now, why did I put it in? Because of teachers. Well, a good many of us that are on here do demonstrations and talk about. So in essence, we are teachers. And these are some tips on how to put together some presentations and lessons and so on for your user group or for your friends or for whatever reason you might be doing it. It'll give you some tips and some prompts that'll help you. Microsoft says the Windows 11 24H2 is ready for everyone except those that it's not. I thought
that's usual in Microsoft ambiguity.
Yeah. But that's the second half to the 24H2, not the 24H1. And apparently it's going to be released soon. And Netflix is changing their app to make it easier to find stuff to watch. Well, not only does they say it makes it easier, but it's kind of like going in the grocery store and they've moved everything on all the shelves around. But it's just confusing.
The thing that I was interested this week, the article may be coming up, but AI is now going to, they're going to link AI into Netflix, and you're going to be able, like, I just want to be able, when I'm tired at 8 o'clock at night and I want to sit down and I want to watch something that I'm interested in and I can never find it. And I'm too tired to go through all those Netflix channels to try and figure it out. I just want, AI is smart. It knows everything about me. It should just be able to find something that I want to watch. I don't have to think about it, right, Huey? That's what I really want.
Okay, and let's see what we got next. Microsoft has finally relented. I don't know what they relented from, but and is giving Windows 11 users the new start menu they want.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
I'm so
they're
excited.
changing. They're changing the start menu.
Oh,
probably,
gosh.
If you haven't gotten it yet, you'll probably get it on the May updates, which haven't come yet, and it'll probably be this coming Tuesday.
I've always wanted the new start menu.
Oh yeah, and then Matter's latest update brings NFC onboarding and multi-device setup. If you're into the Matters, let me bring it up here.
Let's talk about what Matter is. Matter is the new standard for home automation. It's how we connect toasters, all your devices that you're going to be using for home automation, and so this makes it much easier to set things up because NFC is what we use when you tap your phone. It's when you're using Google Wallet and all that is all through NFC. And so this probably is a good thing because that's the other problem is trying to get all these things connected and working together. And that can be a big challenge. So you want to just have this figured out pretty easily.
They're going to have multi-device QR codes, a multi-pack of devices.
Yeah. So that'll be great because then you just scan the QR code and it'll figure it out, right? So it's not a matter of trying to figure out which Echo device is on what network to try and figure out what it talks to and how it's integrated into the Amazon account. It just needs to all happen, right?
And Ron, this is you.
Yes, good news for Samsung phones. This is great. I can't believe more smartphones don't have this new Samsung feature called, called Tap to Transfer. This is if you're in your Samsung wallet and you want to send, you can actually send money to to people who don't have Samsung. You can just tap and transfer it and allow you to. And if you have your, let's say you'd have to have your debit card in your Samsung wallet, and then if I want to send Mike Lehman $20, I can just tap and it's boom, it just goes into maybe he's got a Google wallet, it doesn't matter, Venmo or something, it will go to wherever you want it, and it works just as a tap feature in the Samsung. So I thought it's good feature.
If you're on your phone and somebody bumps into you, make sure they didn't touch your phone.
Yeah.
Ron, this is also you.
Yes, and I said this, and I keep saying this. Pixel 10s are coming, and which means they got to sell their Pixel 9s, which they just released, right? So they're on sale again. So Pixel 9s are great phones. I would just be a little cautious. They're going to be more and more sales because Google is, of course, the big Google events coming up. We'll be covering that in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And there's going to be a ton of stuff there about Pixel 10s, right? And we're going to be talking all about Pixel 10s all through the fall up until their release date. So Pixel, they got to sell these Pixel 9s. Good deals. And Google, for those of, I didn't look on my phone. Darn it. Anyway, I was going to look this morning and see if my update came in. But your May update is out now. So if you have a Google phone, you can update it. Our monthly update is out. So you should get on with it and install it.
I'm not sure if I mentioned in this group or not. I think I did in the Monday one that my Samsung finally, I am now on the next version of the Android. They finally updated. Because they're about to release the one after that.
Well, Mike, after the discussion about that last week, my tablet updated, but my phone hasn't yet.
Huh? Okay.
This is also yours, Ron?
Now, this, I think, is a great idea. And I'm not sure who copied it from who. Last week, we reported that the new version of iOS for your iPhones will have a feature where it will you plug it in and it makes your phone you can plug it into a monitor and it will make your phone like a PC. It's not just mirroring the phone onto the screen, it's actually making it like a PC where you can add a keyboard and you can run it as a PC. Because remember, the younger people, up to 50% of the younger people are using their phones as their primary device in which they're doing all their computing. And there's no reason why you need a PC. You can run it all on your phone, except, you wanted it when you come home, maybe you want it on a bigger screen. So with the iPhone, the new version, the new iOS coming out, I think it's 18, you're going to be able to plug it into a monitor, your iPhone, and bingo, you can use it on the big monitor. So I was surprised this morning when I saw this, and I thought, well, who copied who? Because Android 16, which is what's coming out soon, reveals new desktop mode to turn your phone into a PC. Well, there you go. So I think that's a great idea. As you see here, the phone is plugged in and away you can go.
Ho hum. Samsung's had it for 5 years.
Oh. Oh, well, okay. Well, there you go.
And speaking of updates, I just checked. My update is downloading as we speak.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah. So I guess the thing is I guess these should automatically occur sometime in the future, but I like to get it as soon as possible. So it's so make sure you check. This is coming out. This, of course, they're talking a lot about this because we're going to be talking about Google's iOS or not iOS. Their developers conference is coming up, and they're talking all about a lot of Android 16 features. And this will be a new feature on Android 16 called Advanced Protection Mode. And when turned on, it's another level against hacking and for your protection. So just to let you know that there will be more features for your protection in the next version of Android coming out. Now, just a minute here. Let me just have a look at this article. What was the? There's 5 new features. So, iOS 18.5, 5 new iPhone features are coming out next week. Just to let you know that if you're, this will be out 18.5 on your iPhone. Enhancements in the Apple's Mail app, new Pride wallpapers, screen time notifications, seamless Apple TV app purchases, and satellite features. Oh, right. We're going to talk about this before. So we've talked a lot about satellite in iPhones, and they're actually we're going to actually go into this in a bit of depth, but they're going to retrofit, or they're going to bring in the software. So satellite features will be coming to the iPhone 13. So they're going to go back to some of the much further back editions of your iPhone, and they're going to make this available, so you will be able to use the satellite communication with it. But there's a little catch to that, and it's going to be carrier dependent and have to be activated on your carrier. It's not going to be the global one that's on all your iPhone, the newer iPhones now. So there's a little snafu on that. We're going to talk about that article as we come along a little bit later, but I think it's important. Yes, this is Sundar Pichai, and this is Google I/O 2025, which will be coming over the next 2 weeks. Lots of information coming out, and we'll probably devote most of the show next week to that. Mother's Day is coming. Sunday. And guess what? The best tech gifts for Mother's Day. So what might these be? I know who you're asking.
Absolutely.
Digital picture frames. All sorts of stuff here. I'm not going to go through all this, but anyway, some cool stuff for your for tech for your mother if you're interested in that.
Love this one.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't. Yeah. So this was. Did you guys see this? Kentucky boy uses mom's phone to order 70,000 Dum Dum lollipops to share with friends. Now, I put that up there. It's sort of a cute article because, but Amazon is now exploring AI as part of the ordering features in your phone, so you'll just be able to talk to it and order whatever you want. And somewhere there's got to be some sort of safety check, because this kid took the mother's phone and was able to order online the lollipops. Now, you would have thought that the company receiving the order might have thought, this lady we've never ever sent this many lollipops, if any, to this account. Should we maybe double check this before sending it? Because anyway, the kid was smiling and he said, "Mom, my lollipops have arrived," as they were unloading
box after box
to the truck.
And you say they would have noticed. Well, you know what? There's probably no human that was involved until the boy received it. Yeah. He got on her phone. It was all automated and put together in the warehouse and shipped, and no human being ever noticed that there were 70,000 lollipops.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, Amazon CEO says 100,000 users are now using Miss A Plus, and I am not one of them. I have checked, and I did receive a note from Amazon saying that when it's available for me, they will let me know. But because I am a Prime customer, I will get it free. Free. They raised the price $30 and give me $20 worth of that. But I'm looking forward to the AI built into Miss A.
So hold on. Whoa. I thought it was if they were going to bring this out, that it was included in your Prime membership. But you're saying
It is, but the Prime membership is increased in price.
You gotta be kidding.
$179 US now for Prime.
Oh gosh, that's ridiculous. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That's
okay. And then I thought I'd throw this in. It's close to being political, and I know we don't like to do political, but Temu stopped shipping products from China to the US. So a lot of people love the Temu stuff because it's so cheap. Well, it isn't now. But what they're doing is they've got a workaround because they do have some warehouses here in the US. So they do have stock of some items here in the US. So those don't have tariffs added to them. So, but and any of the ones from China, they just stopped shipping them. And Netflix, I think we mentioned this, overhauls its TV app with a fresh UI and responsive recommendations. Meta is reportedly working on facial recognition for its AI glasses. And Ron and I talked about this earlier. First of all, the facial recognition is very controversial. A lot of people really don't want to have it. The police use it sometimes, and of course, people really say it's an invasion of privacy and so on. But apparently it's not ready yet. But the Meta glasses are going to have a lot of things, and they're not that expensive per se. When I say that, they're around $350, I think. Plus, if you wear glasses, you got to put lenses in them. So, but that's still not expensive in the long run with it. But you can actually, I think I read somewhere that it's like 100x or 100-inch TV is what it looks like when you're looking at it through the glasses.
So that would be great. I can never remember people's names, Huey. That would be great because then when I walk around, I can say, "Hi, Huey," and "Hi, Mike."
Yeah. And if you see somebody you don't know, you can say, "Hi, Bill."
Yeah.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
Yeah, exactly. And say, boy, that's pretty impressive, eh? Yeah, I think that's cool.
OpenAI ditches a plan to become a for-profit company. If you recall, actually, Elon Musk was suing them because he wanted to see them stay a non-profit or not-for-profit organization. So apparently they have somehow decided to stay a non-profit organization. And Perplexity's AI comment browser will streak across the web this month. So Perplexity is coming out with their own browser. It'll be interesting to see what that's like and how they build in AI and Perplexity into it.
So Huey, just let people know, maybe they don't know, maybe they didn't see my video last week, but maybe they don't know what Perplexity is. Perplexity is a chatbot, and the company who's the company that makes? Is it Perplexity? Perplexity? Yeah. It's Perplexity is an AI company, and they're going to be so it is an option for your chatbot, and some of the people on our show actually on Monday asked about Perplexity, so I did a video about it last week. Mike Ungerman sent some stuff out about, there's some controversy about this in that there is nothing in life for free, and Perplexity has some interesting harvesting of your data, shall we say, in this being opened up. So this is actually going to be a browser that you'll download and use as a browser.
Yep.
Huh. Okay.
And I think I've got another one coming up on a Firefox browser, but let's see here. Amazon develops a robot that feels touch just like it's a human, like human workers would feel something.
And that terminology is called haptics. And haptics is the ability to actually touchy feel. And this is actually quite interesting because it would be if you could actually feel cloth like all of us see shirts, on Amazon, and we think, should we buy them or shouldn't we buy them? We don't really know because you can't touchy feel them. So this will be able to, you can actually touch and feel, and it's just like you would feel something. I think that's pretty cool, eh?
This is yours. Oh, we just talked about that.
Yeah, that's the article.
Yep.
And that's your article as well.
Yep.
This was for those of, I'm just going to assume that everybody knows about Google Fi. Google Fi is Google's cell phone plan, and there are some, and it's been around for a long time, and it has been an excellent. I've used it for a number of years. Chris and Jim Gould travel a lot. They use it. It's really, really good for travelers. I would argue that over the last year, they've been less competitive. In other words, there are other plans now that are better value than Google Fi. So they've made a bunch of changes to the plans that are making them more competitive again. And all as I'm saying, I'm not going to go into all of it, but you can look at the article and look at that. If you are looking for a plan, a new cell phone plan, maybe you are doing some traveling, I would look at Google Fi and look at their new updated service stuff. Maybe it's something that you'd be interested in.
We talked about that.
Yep.
This is you, Ron.
Yeah, this is, of course, just when you think you get to know all the menuing system on Android 15, guess what? Guess what, Huey? It's all going to change for Android 16 because they think they know better.
This is Apple.
Oh, are we looking at? Oh, sorry, I got the wrong article.
Apple to make unexpected free offer to all iPhone 13 users.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was looking at my screen and not your screen. Yes. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about, which is important. So if you have an older iPhone, the iPhone going back 13. To the iPhone 13, then it's going to be a software update, and it will allow satellite connectivity to your phone. The issue that you have to understand about that is it's not what we've talked about with the new iPhones. This is going to be carrier based. So for example, if you had an iPhone 13, you get the update, then you can go to T-Mobile if they offer this service and connect and get satellite connectivity even for your old iPhone 13, which is really cool for safety. If you're in areas that you don't have a cellular coverage, then this could be a really big thing for you, particularly if you've got an older phone and you like it and you don't want to buy a new phone. So I think this is a big feature. Yes, and this is the article I was talking about. Is new menuing systems for Android 16. And while we're here, do we have any comments? We're getting into the last 15 minutes here. Have we got?
Before we do UI, for those who don't remember, that's user interface. In other words, what you see.
Yeah, good point. Thanks, Huey.
Okay, and let's see. I don't know if I did this one before.
No, Mike says external devices are required for alternative booting when operating systems crash, such as boosting an image backup recovery program to restore image when needed. Steve Powell, oh, Steve's here. Kirkland, Washington, 54 degrees and sunny. Yep, it can be a nice day on the West Coast. Sally Ann from Kirkland, Washington, beautiful day. Yep, it is for sure.
We're caught.
And we have a new pope.
Really?
Yeah, somebody.
Yes.
Oh, the white smoke went up.
Yes,
the name won't be announced until later.
Oh,
I bet his first name is Pope.
Very interesting. All right, excellent.
I guess the food wasn't very good.
Yeah, they decide they don't want to be cooped up anymore, right? They want their cell phones. They want their cell phones back. So, right. Sort of interesting. You probably noticed that I made a lot of videos about watches a couple of years back and was all excited. But the new there's not been much happening in the watch business over the last couple of years, which sort of shows when Apple's watch has a significant global decline for the past 2 years. They got to come up with some killer apps or some really good apps to be able to use. So anyway, so it just things just aren't exciting in watch world. Did I post this?
Yes, Microsoft introduces Surface PCs that run AI models and cost less than earlier versions. The Surface is what Ray uses,
Right.
and I've got one, but mine's so old it doesn't even run Windows 11.
Yes. Well, I just thought there's
Yeah.
new ones coming out. Well, with the good comes the bad. People probably don't know what Fiverr is. Fiverr. Fiverr is actually a big organization which brokers work for people who want things done, and this often is to do with graphics design, video animation, things like that. So if Huey wanted to work for Fiverr as an independent contractor, he would join Fiverr, and then people would who wanted some graphics design done would say, hey, I want to make a picture of this, and Huey would say, that's going to cost you $20, and they say, okay, Huey does it and pays. So it's a brokerage for graphics, and it's big. A lot of people make a living working for Fiverr, but of course you just ask Chat GPT now to do the graphics, right? It isn't. It's so I think their CE war AI may be taking this away. So it's sort of a sad situation there. Waymo plans to move more than double its self-driving I-Pace fleet within the next year. So that's coming up. So Waymo is they had a picture as well on a subsequent article. I don't think I posted of a lot of 18-wheelers rolling down the highways now, and they're all driverless.
Just again, asking people out there, because nobody answered my last question. We'll try again. How many have ever been in a driverless taxi?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I never have, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for it yet.
Oh, I think it'd be a blast. We already discussed.
Yeah, we already mentioned that.
Well,
and you mentioned the same one that I did.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from? You got it from the Verge.
Yay, great.
I thought this was interesting. This was, a woman charges her electric car in her garage in 1912. Although many believe electric cars are a modern innovation, they were widely used in the early 1900s.
Huh.
And Ron, this is you, YouTube.
Yes. This was an article I'm looking at. YouTube is testing 2-person accounts to make premium more affordable for people. So, this looks good. And so we're looking at. So they're looking at ways in which Huey and I. Mike, do you have YouTube Premium? Mike, do you have YouTube Premium?
Guess he's not hearing you.
I guess he's not having some communication problems. I think we all have YouTube Premium.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So we all have it because YouTube Premium is of course, I don't $12 or $15 a month, and it's where the ads go away on YouTube, and we're not talking about YouTube TV here, we're talking about YouTube. And so it's so obviously if you can get a discount for 2 or more people, although that would, okay. Ray, it's too bad. I hope Ray sees this. A major Blu-ray manufacturer will stop making Blu-ray drives and stop making Blu-ray disc as demand stops. And this is, I think, is this Sony? Just a minute. This is Pioneer. Pioneer Corporation has reportedly withdrawn from the Blu-ray optical drive business, which they've been around for a long time in that.
I think I posted this as well.
Microsoft confirms you cannot cancel new Windows PC updates.
I thought this is interesting.
Yeah, did you?
Elon Musk's SpaceX. They're going to actually name and incorporate as a city where they're building the SpaceX rockets and so on.
And it's right next to a town in southern Texas called. Do you know what it's called? Brownsville. It's called Brownsville. Is the town, and it's just outside of. And the reason I say that is, of course, it's got my last name, but also we were there. When we were traveling across the United States, we went all the way to southern Texas to Brownsville, and we stayed in an RV park in Brownsville, Texas. So I know where it is. And of course, their big launch pad there is there, and they've got 10,000 people now working in the community. So they wanted to create a town. No, the town is called, what's it called? The town is
Starbase, Texas.
Starbase, Texas. So and they voted on it, and it's passed. So there's going to be a new town now incorporated called Starbase. Cool, eh? This is Microsoft Foundation. So we talked about this before. I have no idea. I've never even heard of anyone using Skype for years. If anyone still uses Skype and is upset by this, please put it in the comments. That would be interesting to know if anybody still uses it.
The TV networks are still using it because it is quite clear, and they don't have as much problem as they do with some of the other services, but it's gone.
Did we miss an Amazon one, or
No. This one's Google faces September trial over digital ad monopoly as a Department of Justice pushes for breakup. And I thought I posted, but I might not have, an article about Firefox may be in serious trouble because they rely on the Google search engine. And if and the not just the search engine, but the Google system for their program, and if it gets broken up, they probably won't have access to it anymore, which is a major part of their browser.
Indeed. I am happy about this one. Amazon makes it easier to know if a product is frequently returned. So this is actually showing up now on my system. And if you go to order something, it will give you it will say frequently returned. And why might this be important? Well, I bought they had 4 golf shirts on the other day for $34.95. Mike, this was Canadian. $34.95 for 4 golf shirts. And I ordered it and thought, this can't be very good, right? And I got the golf shirts and they were not very good. What do you expect for $34.95? So I returned them, right? And then I noticed on the where I bought them on the Amazon site, it said now it will say frequently returned items. So I guess they want to stop people from ordering all this stuff and returning it, right? So it just adds to landfill and stuff like that. So So watch for that frequently returned. So Dish sold its fiber business to raise dishes. Dish is really having a lot of problems, and so it sold its fiber business, so its fiber cable business, to raise cash. So this is if you do have Dish fiber, then you've got a new owner that owns you now. Who's bought it? I can't remember. Who bought Dish? I don't even know. MEREO Networks, a leading provider of bulk connectivity solutions, acquired Dish Fiber. So I have no idea. But anyway, you may be having some you have new owners now.
This is yours from Ground News. Microsoft's new passwordless by default is great, but comes at a cost.
I'm not sure. Microsoft's new. It's probably something to do with what we talked about before.
Yep.
Yeah. Keep going down. And Microsoft 365 redesigned with new search image notebook features. This was out of The Verge, and this is a new design. Copilot is getting, again, new design features. This is what you were saying, Huey.
Yeah.
Firefox could be doomed without Google Search deal.
Yep.
Because they pay Firefox a big chunk of money to use them to have them as their default search engine on Firefox. So they're going to lose the money. Bill James posted this. Where is Bill James? He posted this. Samsung's Galaxy phones will get a key calling feature by default with One UI
7. That's the latest version.
Yes. Okay. And I don't think operating system. Roku is getting. There's a Roku article there. Is the #1 TV operating system in the United States, Canada, Mexico. Yes, so Roku is the #1 OS. I did a video about those for those of you who are interested. So it's the #1.
And the Roku channel is the third most popular channel that you can run it on a Roku TV or Roku box, but you can also have it on your Fire TV and other systems. It's available for free, and all of the channels are free on it.
Right. I think that's about it. I think it's 10 o'clock. It's top of the hour. Do we have any? Let's stop. I'm going to. There we go. Do we have any further comments? Deb Shannon, great show as always, guys. Thanks. Don't forget the like and subscribe. That's great. Thanks, Deb. All sorts of interesting stuff this week. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. We are done. Well, thanks everyone for coming and listening. I want to thank you all for being here. It's great. We had a good show today. I want to thank Huey Poplick for being here. Thank you, Huey, and good luck on your WinSig on Sunday. That'll be great. Hopefully I can be there. And Mike Lehman, keep watching that smoke. Oh, I guess it's a white smoke now, so you don't have to watch anymore, right?
No, it's over and done with. They're just going to make the announcement later this afternoon.
Okay, great. All right. And we look forward to your toe tapping music for the Monday show.
Actually, while we were doing this, I did a little research, and I think I have it all thought out. So
you got it all figured out. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's great. Thanks for coming. And don't forget, drop by and watch the Monday show. You know, it's a lot of fun. If not, we'll be here next Thursday. All right. Bye now.
Bye, everybody.
Great. Good weekend.